Raise miniature horses. Horses have fascinated people for thousands of years. If you have the spare budget and backyard space, raising miniature horses is a great way to keep horses as pets, without having to worry about the large expanses of land that full-sized horses need. Grazing land. The most important thing that your miniature horse will need is a grazing land. The grazing land should be half an acre in size for a single miniature horse. This amount of land should be enough to keep a single miniature horse fed. Keep in mind, however, that the horse will need additional hay to supplement the diet. If you plan on getting more miniature horses, be sure that you add additional half acres of land for each new horse. Otherwise, they will not have enough plants to feed on and land to run around in. Hay storage. Next, you need to create space designated specifically for your miniature horses. The space should be large enough to accommodate several weeks or several months' worth of hay. Calculate the amount of hay you need by multiplying the number of horses with 5 pounds of hay, which is the typical amount of hay that a hungry horse will consume. Some horses, however, will eat less hay, especially if there are plenty of plants that it can feed on in the grazing land. Apart from the amount of hay, you should also make sure that the hay you buy is food-grade hay for horses. Barn. Miniature horses are much smaller than a full-sized horse. These horses will usually be no more than 34 inches tall. Because of the small sizes, miniature horses can sometimes be placed inside homes. However, horses will still be more comfortable if you build a stable or a barn house specifically for the horses. With a barn, you do not need to worry about cleaning up after the horse. The barn is important because the horse will need protection from too much sun and too much cold when night comes. To save up on space and money, you can construct a barn with enough space for hay storage. Vet. Like all pets, horses can develop diseases and illnesses. Before even buying a miniature horse, you should scan your area for vets who are equipped and knowledgeable about horse illnesses. Horses are not cheap, and the last thing that you want is for your pet horse to get sick without a vet in your area to take care of him. Also, miniature horses can be very affectionate if treated properly, and a sick little horse can be quite heartbreaking. Finally, learn the basics of horse trimming and grooming. The hooves should be trimmed every 2 months, while the fur should be washed and brushed every few days to keep it tangle-free, glossy, and clean. If you cannot trim the hooves yourself, you should have access to professional trimmers who can do the job for you. With these steps, you should be able to raise miniature horses yourself.